Hey, Joey Starr here. As we start wrapping up Season 1, I wanted to follow in the traditions of my other channels where I provide bonus content from the season. We actually have 3 videos that will be spread across the next few weeks. I have been overlapping Seasons 1 and 2 with hopes to just keep things going with little to no break. You've actually seen some of Season 2 interlaced with Season 1 episodes. At some point, I may separate them in the playlist. We'll see. So here's some footage from when I was testing some equipment and decided to try a dry run of Star Quality Kitchen's pilot episode, which was the one on Machi Leon. I seem to have lost the first minute or so that was filmed with this old camera that I immediately took off the table for future filming. I then continued the test with the camera I ended up using for at least half of the episodes of Season 1. And this footage ends about halfway through the material, and I'm not sure if it's because I lost the other half or I just never bothered filming it because I knew this was only a test anyway. Something to bear in mind is that most of our episodes have an improvised dialogue. Sure, I usually have an outline or just a few ideas up here of what I need to speak about, but the rest of it is done on the fly and later trimmed down during editing. I've left most of the dialogue in this footage intact for both prosperity and length. I hope you enjoy. Check you later. Sorry about that. That camera test kind of sucked. I pretty much recorded a minute and it said the memory card was full, so I have some playing around to do with that, but very likely I'll be buying a different camera just for these. Anyway, back to where we were. There's the camera that failed. The thing about this package is that I live take 2. The thing about this is that wow, it's tougher than it looks. All right, try it again. Take 3. So when I went to the post office to get the package, they put it in one of those little locker boxes so that, you know, I can show up after hours. And so what happened was, all right, all sorts of editing going on here. So as soon as I opened that parcel box, I can smell the tea. Bear in mind, it's inside whatever box it's in, inside of this package, completely sealed with tape and everything. And of course, you know, I wasn't it's not like I stuck my head into the box. I mean, I opened the door and I can smell the tea. And let me tell you, it smelled damn good. Anyway, so, and now through the bag, obviously I can smell through there. In fact, just, you know, oh, the aroma, it is so good. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this. One-handed, because I'm an amateur. Let's see here. If ever there was an argument for a tripod, this was it. Forgetting a tripod. Let's check out my hairy arms opening this sucker. All right, the box took a little bit of a hit, but it's relatively undamaged. This is Machi Leon. Yeah, a little bit of damage to the box. I mean, just some denting, but I'm sure the contents are fine. Boy, I thought you could smell it before, but oh my God, just that aroma from the box alone brings back so much memories of me as a kid. Included on this is on the original packaging. A little bit of a glare there. Is the instructions in Portuguese on how to make this, which I love it. This is freaking awesome. I don't even think this was on the box the last time I'd seen one of these. It says, bear in mind my Portuguese is really not strong. I can understand a lot of it and speak a little bit of it. My accent in Portuguese is comparable to, say, Arnold Schwarzenegger in his first few movies in the United States. So, you know, about that thick of an accent. So, you know, to my Brazilian and Portuguese friends who might be watching this, apologies in advance for you know, my butchering our beautiful language. Anyway, so first step, aquecer litro de água a 90 whatever degrees Celsius is in Portuguese. Basically, you know, a liter of water. Acquire a liter of water, loose translation. Make a liter of water to about 90 degrees Celsius, which I guess I assume is boiling or just almost boiling, kind of like a soft boil. And then it says, coloca 12,5 colheres de sopa de mate. So basically 2.5 soup spoons, as they would say, of matcha. This is the matcha, the tea. Roughly, probably like 2.5 tablespoons-ish or 3 tablespoons-ish, roughly. I mean, you get bear in mind that Brazil's on the metric system, so hence the litro before is the liter. All right. Third step is espera 10 minutos antes de cocer. This is the part I'm not sure of. It's either pour the tea, pour the hot water into your little basket there that has your leaves there, and pour it through there into your cup and into whatever container is going to have it, and let that seep in there for 10 minutes. Or is it wait till 10 minutes after it's been boiling and pour it in there? I'm gonna go with seeping. That's my theory. Like you pour it through the tea, you pour it into where you had the tea leaves, you let that seep for 10 minutes. That makes sense. It gives it a nice robust flavor. And after that, já tá pronto. Se vai quente ou gelado, ou se você quiser pode adoçar. That last bit, I know I totally butchered, and I don't know what it means. But basically, what they're saying is, after those 10 minutes went by, promptly serve it either, with some ice or whatever way that you want, right? Se você quiser means, whichever way you want. Yeah, I'll have to look up that those last 2 words. I told you my Portuguese is bad. So that's where we're at so far. Next, I'm going to set up my water. I noticed too that they threw a sticker on this box with the pertinent nutritional information in English for us Americans who bought this at places like Amazon like I did. But it's interesting. It's the first time I've seen the box this way. Usually, like back when I was a kid and Mom had this in the house, it looked more like this because, she would bring it with her whenever she would visit to Brazil, or she would go to a Spanish bodega, and a lot of times they would carry it. The local Spanish bodega here, which last I checked, I believe he closed up, was Julio's Bodega over in all the way over in Monticello. I know he used to carry this, and it would just have the regular labeling. Next step, let's brew this sucker.